Hi everyone, I hope you're all well. As promised, I wanted to create a short video just capturing the points that I wanted to cover on Monday's session where I wasn't able to share that with you. So I'm happy to share this today. Fingers crossed I won't get chucked out of this meeting again or this recording again. And I hope you find it useful. So I'll just go into the presentation itself, where we started off with CV tips. So I spoke about removing industry related words if you're looking for positions outside of the industry. Skills focused on that are unique to yourself. Also talking about your technical skills, your achievements, making sure that you're showing them off. And your CV should be aligned with your LinkedIn profile. So the CV is really showcasing what you can bring to the table and that you're right for the position. And then a hiring manager or recruiter will go and have a look at your LinkedIn profile. So make sure that they're both aligned in terms of your dates, the job title as well. And also, if you've got any recommendations or people that can recommend you, put them onto your LinkedIn profile as well. Do ask for them because that's great to have that on your LinkedIn profile. I also posted a post last week in relation to one of my connections looking for employment from July, and she reached out to me to help her with her CV. So we had a good chat, spoke about what she was looking for, what she was applying to, and we went through the CV together. And this is what I really wanted to show you guys, because simple changes really can make a difference. So this was the original CV that my connection sent through to me. So at a quick glance, you can see she's captured here, what she's done. She's spoken about, she's negotiated the best deal with suppliers to book the appropriate services for their B2B clients, sending out invoices. For me, if you're outside of industry, who are the suppliers? Who is she dealing with? Or in this instance here, she'd also been an account manager for existing B2B clients in the German market. Business developed the Italian market, but a lot of these words were being lost. It's been written in kind of like a paragraph format. So what we did was we made simple changes. Oh, I've just brought up the original CV. Bear with me a moment. Revamped Cv, here we go. So here we go, we made simple changes here. So as soon as you open up the CV, your eyes are automatically drawn on her skills. So we highlighted the fluency of the languages, which is so important. Relationships with tour operators, agents in Germany, Italy, Austria and Switzerland. Who her service supply relationships were with. And when you scroll down here, we went into a little bit more detail about that. And also highlighted in blue. So as soon as someone opens up the CV, you can see that straight away. Retaining all client relationships and growing the market from 0 revenue to 1.5 million in 2. That is an amazing achievement that really needed to be highlighted and showcased as well, especially for a BDM role, business development or account management position. That's such an important thing to showcase, your achievements as such. So it's just simple changes that we made. And from that, that's where she generated the new interviews, the 3 new interviews. So it's just little changes that you need to do. It doesn't need to be a story about every single element of your duties. It doesn't need to be in boxes. It doesn't need to be in a PowerPoint presentation. When you open up the CV, the first thing that the person's looking for, they have 10 to 20 seconds to decide if you're right for that position. So I feel this is a much better CV, where she also gained those new interviews as well, which is fantastic. So if I go back here into presentation itself, Also spoke about searching for jobs. Don't just rely on LinkedIn. A lot of companies don't have budgets to use LinkedIn to advertise. It does cost a lot of money. So make sure you're registering with job boards. You know, get yourself out there onto Reed, Total Jobs, look at Indeed and any other industry related job boards as well. I recommended following some people out there. So David Clare, he shares job opportunities within our industry. So it's great to follow him. And there's a gentleman called, I hope I'm pronouncing his surname correctly, it's Andrew Macaskill. He's a career coach and CV writer. So he does great videos talking about tips, interviews as well. So do jump on and follow him and look at some of his content as well. And there was also a recommending or following of groups, which was Hugs, Atollo, that was on LinkedIn. They also share industry jobs as well. And on Facebook to follow travel industry recruitment opportunities and travel gossip. Again, you'll find industry colleagues sharing jobs that are available purely within our industry. So there's some great people to follow and groups to follow as well. Then I also spoke about Google, and I couldn't show you how to use Google. So I'll just go into Google now and share the screen. So here we go. So if I go into Google, all you need to do is if I go into Google and put in here jobs in marketing, you can put in there whatever job field that you're looking for. Here we go. And then it will come up jobs or operations, sorry, that's what I've done here. So if you go into that, so what Google's done is it's gone in there and had a look at all the companies that are recruiting with the word operations in there, and it's given that back out to us here. So you just scroll down and you can do that by looking at the last 3 days. And you can see some of the jobs that are available there, and then just reword it as you are, tailor it towards yourself and what you're looking for. So I hope that helps for some of you as well, not just relying on LinkedIn, and there's another source there to use as well. And then we hit on to interview, which was the main part of the session itself. We spoke about preparation is key. So make sure you read about the company, the values, the culture and what they do. Ensure that you fully understand the job that you are being interviewed for. Looking at the people's profile that are interviewing you. And I think sometimes when you go onto their profile, you can see the wordings that they're using. Some people post up videos, and it gives you an insight to who's interviewing you, their background, and it helps you as well in the interview. You know, you can say, oh, I saw that you posted a video about, or I saw that you're really passionate about, and it helps in the interview for you to interact with that person as well. Know your CV inside out, you know, especially if you've asked someone to revamp it for you, you must know what's gone into that content, because the interview will be around you and your skill set. So it's really important. And also sales figures. If you're putting sales figures onto your CV, make sure that you know them inside, you know, out. So if someone speaks to you and asks you a question around sales, that you can answer that confidently as well. Choose your outfit, especially on Zoom. Don't turn up to an interview with a t-shirt unless you know it's a casual interview itself and you've been told by the person holding the interview or by your recruiter. You know, for me, the interview itself is a presentation of who you are. So still treat it as a real interview, because that's what it is. You know, you want to feel smart and you want to look smart and the part as well for the job. And before the interview, your room, have it tidy, no disruptions in the background, you know, in terms of noise. You got connection. If there isn't connection, do reach out and ask for a telephone number as well, just in case your connection goes down. Unfortunately for me, with my connection on Monday, it was something that was within the whole street. So it was a bad luck to me. But these things happen. It just goes to show it happens. So do ask for a telephone number prior to your video interview taking place. I also recommend having a glass of water ready as well. You know, if you're talking and you're nervous, you might come with a cough. So if you've got a glass of water available, you know, have that glass of water ready for you to reach out to, giving you comfort as well. And also get into your happy place. Don't be nervous or let fear take over. You know, getting into a happy place could be anything for you. It's a different thing for different people, isn't it? You know, whether that's going to be exercise, yoga, taking the dog out for a walk, going out for a walk yourself, listening to your favorite song, wearing your favorite perfume. Just get into your happy place and get yourself excited as well. And remember as well, before the interview, it's so easy for us to be so nervous and anxious and think about what's going to happen. But the more you do that, the more you get yourself into an anxiety. So, you know, get yourself into that happy place, whatever that means to you. During the interview, think about your body language and how you're coming across. If you're answering questions and you're just sitting there and looking into the camera, you know, it's not really engaging and it just looks like you're just there for the sake of being there. So make sure when you're talking, you're smiling. When you're talking about yourself, use hand movements. You know, we don't need to be doing this, a little box, big box. It's just using hand movements as a form of expression as well, which I feel shows that you're connecting with the person via video, which is great. Selling yourself. There's a 3-pitch in each interview that takes place. One is to tell me about yourself. What do you know about the company? And what do you know about the position? Why do you feel that you're a good fit for the position? So do prepare yourself on these questions. And don't ever talk negatively about a previous employer or a manager. Once the interview comes to an end, ensure you have prepared questions that are relevant to the role. So let's say, for example, it's a marketing role that you're going forward for. You know, how many people are in the marketing team? You want to ask, what are they looking for you to achieve within the 6 months to 12 months of you being there? Will you have a budget that you're working on? You know, so you have to form questions around the job itself that you're going forward for. Ask as well, don't be afraid to ask how many people are being interviewed for the position, what are the next stages, and then finally thank the interviewer for their time and giving you the opportunity with the interview. And within that 24-hour interview taking place, 24 hours, do make sure you follow up with a thank you email as well. And there we came to the end of the session, and we spoke about some questions that some of you had. And I hope that you found the video of help, and you can use this video to help you going forward as well. Thank you so much for your patience again on Monday. And if I know a lot of you have reached out to me directly for asking for one-to-one help. If you do need one-to-one help, please do reach out and ask for it. There are people out there that want to help and can help, so do reach out to me. I'm more than happy to help you on a one-to-one basis. I wish you all the best of luck with your journey, and if you have any friends that are looking, don't be afraid to give my details as well. Thanks again. Bye.